daddy says you're in your room again, but I don't understand, 'cause I'm just a girl. And now that I'm grown up, I understand what it's about. You know, I get that same dark cloud hanging over my head. Oh mama, ooh, don't wanna see you sad, don't wanna see you like that, so I wipe your tears away. Oh mama, ooh, let me hold your hand till you're smiling again, like you've done so many times for me. See myself in all your flaws and in all your beautiful. You told me feelings come and go, writing on the kitchen sink, your name in orange, mine in pain. Carol sings you've got a friend, sand and water, baby. Hi, Jamie.
There you are, Maja Francis.
Hello. Oh, I can see my name.
Right? Well, you know, of course. We have a star in the house, the star itself.
Oh my God, I'm so honored.
Look at you.
Thank you.
You look great,
Wow.
Maja.
Thank you. It's so dark. I tried to like put all my lights on, but it's the sun goes down at like 3:30.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're recording this afternoon time, in Sweden.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I love it, but it's moody. It's great.
It is moody. It's really moody. That's why I'm always kind of,
I dig it.
emotional, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's very on brand. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say.
Exactly. I blame the Swedish weather.
Oh my God, Maja! But I was telling my producer earlier, listening to like a Pink Soft Mess. What a fucking amazing album, Maja! I'm pardon my French, but these songs, Maja, to me, I mean, talk about songwriting. All these songs, except obviously the Kate Bush one, like, oh my God, the songwriting, just phenomenal stuff. Absolutely.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of
It means
course.
the world.
Thanks, Maja.
Oh,
And
so
you know,
long journey.
I wonder if the fact that like you wrote the songs by yourself, I mean, isn't that part of the satisfaction when you release an album that everyone is loving? I mean, yes, you did have some help from like Johannes Runsmark and that kind of stuff, but when you
Yes.
look back on it, isn't that special accomplishment that it came from your head and now it's out there?
It is actually. I'm so glad you asked that, because like when I released my EPs and my old stuff, it was a lot of people involved. We were always like 4 people in a room, and I was always like I felt so stressed out by that, and somehow like if I have a lyric in my head, I need to think about that. Like for me, sometimes it goes like in a day, but like I need half a year, sometimes 6 months, to just like realize, what does Anxious Angel mean, or like what is it? And then being in sessions with all these people, and we're gonna record in a day, we're gonna like write the song in a day, it just didn't work. So I'm kind of glad that this time it was my lyrics and my melodies, and they were free to like live their life, if you know what I mean. I didn't have a box to like put myself in. It was so, it's really special that you say this about the album, because it's so much of me in there, and I've never felt that way. So
no, absolutely. And like, we feel like you're talking to like really like you're opening yourself up really deeply in it. It's really wonderful. And Maja, when you have like a great lyric, like do you carry around a notepad with you, a diary, like, in case inspiration strikes? Like, do you record yourself? Like, what's your process there?
Yeah, I think it's different. Like sometimes I have my little notebook, but usually, unfortunately, it's the little phone, the third arm. I'm trying to leave it, but it's just there. And so whenever I think of something, I write it in my phone, and I have like, I guess many musicians have like 500 millions of voice memos and stuff. Unfortunately, it comes at night a lot for me. Like if I'm between sleep and awake,
Yeah.
it's always like, oh no, now there's something, and I have to like wake up, and I don't want to wake up my boyfriend, so I'm like, I go to the bathroom and I try to whisper the melody. I have so
Interesting.
many spooky voice memos. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah. I
I can
love that
hardly
though.
hear. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tiny Tornadoes was one of those. I was like, just woke up and like, I just heard something and I just ran to the bathroom.
I
Yeah.
love that. I mean, that's how Paul McCartney came out with like, yes, you know, with Yesterday, I think, just in his
Oh,
sleep. And
really?
yeah,
I'm
so
like Paul McCartney.
yeah,
Jesus.
exactly. Exactly. So there is something to that like part of your
Yeah.
sleep where you're like half conscious, half awake. So nice.
That's kind of amazing. Like maybe the brain is just clear of
Yeah.
everything at that point. Like, yeah.
Yeah. You're like your true self. I love that, Maya.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, I mean, there's so much to talk to you about. I could talk to you for 17 hours. I mean, you have such an interesting life, interesting career. But I mean, for my audience that may not know, I mean, you grew up and your dad owned a record store, right?
Yeah, he did.
How was that? You know, like the memories of you just being surrounded by beautiful music and beautiful artwork and stuff.
Yeah, I'm really thankful for that time because I dream about his store sometimes. I think like it was such a big part of my childhood, just like going to the store after my school was done, and then because he had it from when I was like 1 year old. I can't remember that time, but then and he closed it when I was around 15. So it's kind of like those years between,
Oh
10
yeah.
and 15. It was so strong. And I remember just sitting by the counter and looking at him talking to all these people, and he knew so
Wow.
much and he was so interested, and then I could just sit there and like listen. And when I was around 10 to 13, I just wanted to listen to like crap music in his ears. He tried to make me listen to Toto and stuff, but I just wanted to listen to absolute music, kind of like Euro dance things. And then
Sure.
when I was, I think, around 13, and then I was younger. I started to come into this like Alanis Morissette and Mariah Carey, and like I started to listen to all these voices. So
Amazing.
his story is kind of, yeah.
Yeah. It's like you can like pinpoint your life growth at the
Yeah.
record store. That's
Yeah, it's kind
fascinating.
of, I haven't thought about that, but like that's actually true. It's
Yeah.
such, yeah.
And the Alanis era, you were probably already started to like boys and stuff. So you're like, well, she's a
Oh
badass.
yeah,
So,
I know.
you know.
I loved her, and I love her still. But like,
Oh, I love it. I love it, Maya. And you know, Maya, when Last Days of Dancing came out and then Come Companion, like it roared basically, and critics and fans, everyone ate it up. It was like a smash hit. It did create some sort of reflection on you as an artist, right? Like, because you were getting this attention and you were like, well, is this what I really want? Like, is this like the path that I want to follow?
right.
I'm curious if there's a moment, like a moment where you really had this breakthrough of reflection, like a moment where it became too much, or a moment where you were just like, I can't.
Right. Yeah. So I had so much fun like during that time. It was kind of like a long adrenaline kick. And like, I felt kind of high for a while, uh, kind of acting pop star role.
Yeah.
And then like, as things started to move too fast, I think it was also like we talked about earlier, not writing all my songs. I didn't feel truly like connected to everything I did, even if it was fun writing with friends, and like I felt all the songs, but there was something in me not like I don't know the English word, but like
Authentic to yourself.
yeah, exactly. I didn't feel like
Yeah.
I was rooted
Like
in
your
it.
true
So
self, right?
yeah, exactly. It was like not rooted. And then so my body, I think my body helped me because after I released my EPs, I got a panic attack like the night of my release party, and then it just didn't end. So I had like a panic attack every other night. I woke up like couldn't breathe. So it was my body said stop. So that was the first
Yeah.
part of it. It's like, okay, stop. I couldn't even decide to like push myself, which was really good because that would end up really bad, I think. So then I slept for 3 months and I realized I was in a deep depression. And I've had depressions through my life because of my ADHD. It's really easy for me to like get burnouts and stuff.
Sure.
And I've learned so much these years about my ADHD and my personality and my needs, but like it was not back then, it was just like rock bottom in a way. And then yeah, so music was a part of that breaking down. I think that for some reason I felt like it was a bad relationship, like a music or like a love
Yeah.
relationship,
Yeah.
and
Totally.
it was destructive. And I was like, I need to break up with music. I just like, so I did. I thought I did. So I was like,
Right.
I don't have to release anything. I don't have to do this. I don't want any pressure. I don't like, just leave me alone, you know? And then my friends and my family and like the person who's my closest, like kind of my manager person, Jessica,
Sure.
she was just like the best in that moment. She was like, I'm so proud of everything we've done. She's never like pushed me in any way, like, and she was like, just sleep and never stop singing for yourself. Like that was my only promise to her.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
Maya, but it's so impressive that like you were able to recognize this pattern and like break it so young. I mean, there's adults that go their whole life and they don't know how to break destructive patterns.
yeah,
And,
I mean, I
and
feel
yeah,
like I'm old, but I maybe I'm not.
no, you're young,
It's my
but
soul.
you, yeah, 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 oh yeah,
But
you
you
know what?
know,
I should tell my audience, Maya Francis, her soul is 400 years old. I
I
forgot to mention that. Yes, yeah, you are like a
feel
400-year
I
old
feel
soul.
tired.
You've seen it all.
Yeah, I've seen it
Oh
all.
my God.
No, but thank you for saying that. It was yeah, I'm just glad like that I gave myself the, or my body, I guess, as well. But you know, I had the luxury to go to therapy and like sleep, and I had a lot of love around me, and I know that that's not the case for everyone. So I'm really really grateful for like being able to like give myself time and stop and actually just like um, wanting to exist again, and like also eventually wanting to sing and play music again, because that was not something I thought I would do. So yeah, the record is kind of like my journaling and my melodies that came to me in that healing process, I guess. And I like that I didn't think about it as, you know, this is something I have to release, or like
No,
what are
yeah.
people going to think about this. It was only for me in the
And you can
beginning.
tell, and that's why it's so impactful, and that's why I think it's like it's gonna have legs for years because it's so like raw and authentic. It's perfect, really. It really is perfect, Maya.
You're so sweet.
And one of the songs, I mean, it got us thinking. The Kate Bush cover, right? This woman's work. I mean, you did
Yes.
such an amazing job on it, and you know, you've done some great covers before. You've covered Roxette, Must Have Been Love. Um, is there a song you can't sing, Maya? And what I mean is, I feel like every song is within your range. Like you could hit every note if you want. Am I correct?
You're so sweet. I mean, can I have you on my shoulder?
No, but it's
I
true.
feel I get it. We say hybris in Swedish. I don't know how you say it in English, but like when we fly away, you know, thinking that we're
Right.
the best. So thank you. And yeah, I mean, the Kate Bush cover. At first, I was in a show in Sweden, a TV show with Jill Johnson, which is like a big country artist over here, and I got asked to take one of my favorite songs with me to sing with her, and I really loved how that turned out. So I was like, I have to record it, and you know, doing a Kate Bush cover is kind of like, I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad
Right.
idea, because she's like, you know, one of the best singers in the world, but yeah, so I think it turned out good, and I felt every word, and it kind of became like this tribute to her. So I'm glad you like it. I
Oh yeah.
really love singing it. I really do.
I mean, I think you have a very big voice. Like, do you ever have to tone yourself down, Maya? Like, do you ever have to tell yourself, wait, I'm putting too much into this. I gotta wait for the moment because you can overpower a song, right?
Oh, I haven't thought about that. I think it's just like I try to just follow how my lungs work, and like, you know, just like how the words come out. Sometimes you just want to like, I guess in real life we also talk with big or small words, and
Yeah.
I think I sing with small or big words. I like, if I just screamed everything, maybe it wouldn't maybe people wouldn't listen.
Right
I
on,
don't know.
right on. No, no, it's true. Okay, let's talk about the new songs because you're being so generous with your time. I mean, let's chat about, I don't know, let's start with Mama, right? Which features
Yeah.
the girls of First Aid Kit. Beautiful tribute to mothers and just this the aspect of motherhood. I'm curious, Maja, you know, now that you're like older, I guess, and you know, you've experienced stuff, and what is something that you just love and you've grown to appreciate from your mom and from mothers just in general every day?
Oh, I think from my mom, it's we both had our like mental health struggles, and I think growing up it's hard, and we've talked about this, me and mom, because it's
Mm-hmm.
been a journey for us, and like it's just hard to understand that the struggles she went through is as a kid, you know, I didn't understand everything, and I was like, why is she in her room sleeping? It was kind of a, yeah, a difficult thing, but then at the same time she's been my safety. Like she's always understood me in a way that nobody else did when I was like,
Yeah.
you know, my being angry or like wanting to, yeah, all these things, that all my storms in my head,
Right.
she's always been able to understand me and never judge me, which is so powerful. And now that I'm older, I think what I've understood most is like her struggle. I guess like I understand her. It's like, okay, that's, you were just a human being, and like you have this little, I don't know, I just understand her,
Yeah.
that she's a person, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah, and we've like got to know each other in a new way again, which
Yeah.
is really beautiful.
It's a
And
beautiful song.
thank you.
Yeah, I mean, moms are amazing. I mean, with the pandemic, the lockdown, of course, there were
Oh,
many heroes in many ways. But to me,
yeah,
like when I heard the stories about the single moms who were in lockdown with
I
like three kids,
also,
that to me was like, wow, like that is like next level, man. You know?
I mean, moms are just like,
Yeah.
I mean, women overall, I love women, and I love
Right.
moms, of course. And like just thinking about how they, and how my mom took care of me, you know, that is like without even thinking about it once, it's like holding me.
Amazing.
And yeah,
Yeah.
and
But
it's
yeah, for
powerful.
sure, Maya. No, no, you nailed it. You nailed it. And you know, we were talking about toxic patterns before, and Lava Love. What a powerful song as well. And it's gonna
Yeah.
be great live, Lava Love. Like we can just like see it live, and we're gonna freak out. But you know, why is it so hard, Maya? Do you think to break? You know, for my audience, it's about toxic relationships, and you know, just how you could not break free. Why do you think just like it's hard to break patterns that we know destroy us, Maya, like humans?
Yeah. I mean, if I knew that, I would not even have a I mean, I wouldn't write the song, I guess. But Lava Love is just like, I mean, that feeling of like wanting to hurt, I guess. And I think a part of, not everyone, I should say, but a lot of people have that in them, like just like, I can't leave this. Like I don't want to be in this because it hurts, but I can't leave it because it's kind of also great to live on the edge. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
just like this destructive love and hate relationship, which it's hard to leave it.
I
It's like
know.
a spiral.
I know. That's why you're an artist. You know, we need that. We need that little that, you know, that you live on the edge there for all of us to grow. I love
Yeah,
it. I
right.
love it, Maya. Well,
Right.
listen, you've been so good with your time. Thank you so much.
Thank
There's a
you.
are you in the mood to perform a song or you are not ready? Totally
Of
optional.
course, I can do like I forgot my I have my little piano, so I could
Oh,
do How Are We
great.
Doing if that's okay with you.
Oh my God, we'd be honored. Are you kidding? Thank you.
Of I think I should like remove these and just do it like the computer microphone, because
Okay,
otherwise it will be. I'll
sure,
try it. You tell me if
sure.
the sound is terrible. You can still hear me, right?
I can hear your voice. Yeah, your vocals.
I'm gonna turn you down and then put you up again. Okay.
I feel like I'm the sound guy in the back of the stage and you're like sound
Oh,
checking.
sorry. What's that?
I feel like I'm like the sound guy on the soundboard and you're on stage and you're like,
You're the sound technician.
yeah, you're like, I need more, less guitar, more vocals.
I hope this works. So here it is. How are we doing? of our lives now. What are we doing? What are we doing? I wanna get out, but am I in? And now we out of the water, are we out of the water? I dye my hair every day in the bathtub, so I won't get bored of whatever we get bored of. We go out to parties, we pretend to be happy, and we say hello and how are you doing? And how are you doing? And is this all there is, or is there more than this, or just tiny moments of something bigger, of something better? Is it gonna get better? Of course it gets better, and then it'll get deeper. So then we make jokes, 'cause we don't wanna get too deep, but then we get empty if we stop to feel things. So we talk about feelings, but not really our feelings. And how are we doing? And how are we doing? And are we having a good time? 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 Are we really?
Unbelievable. I mean, Maya, it's like 9 a.m. here. That's like that's the high of my day. It's all downhill from here. Like, that's it. The day is over in Nashville. Unbelievable. Maya, thank you so much. What an artist. What an album. You got to come to America next year soon, as soon as lockdown is open.
That's my plan and my dream. I
Yes.
really know. And
we need to hear this. Like, so Americans need to hear your art. We need this. And I mean that.
Thank you so much. You made my night. So, yeah.
Absolutely. You rock, Maya. Thank you so much. Great connecting with you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Talk soon. Bye.